Hey, welcome to your channel. Today we are going to know about incognito mode in Chrome browser, and private browsing modes on other browsers like Firefox and Edge. What happens when you browse privately? What incognito and private browsing modes actually do. Before we get going, make sure you have subscribed to my channel. So, let's begin. Do you know what Chrome's incognito mode, and private browsing modes on other browsers like Firefox and Edge, does with your browser's data? Because it seems some users have been operating under the wrong impression, going incognito online actually doesn't protect you as much as you believe. Take a look at what incognito mode hides, what it doesn't. Let's try to understand what incognito and private browsing modes actually do. Incognito modes simply prevents your browsing history from being saved on your device and in your personal Google account. This includes searches, sites visited and cookies, though downloads and bookmarked sites will still show up. Basically, if others have access to your device or account, they won't be able to see what you did while in incognito mode. These same limitations apply to private browsing modes on other browsers like Firefox and Edge. It's best to treat incognito mode private browsing as little more than a pause button in your browsing history. These modes do not make you anonymous or hide your personal information when you log into websites. Nor do they prevent Google, your internet provider, employers, advertisers or anyone else from seeing or collecting data about what you're up to. This is all clearly stated when you open a new incognito tab. Since private browsing modes often disable browser add-ons by default, including those that block traffic or add extra layers of privacy, it can be easier for websites and companies to track certain data if you are using incognito mode. Similarly, if you actually log into a website like, say, Instagram while in incognito mode, the site will be able to see what you're doing and all the usual account activity will be visible to other users even after you've closed the incognito tab. Actually, most of us don't care about privacy. If you agree with my statement, then drop your comment below. Anyway, what does incognito hide? Your browsing history, your cookies and site data information you entered in forms, permissions you give websites. Chrome doesn't tell websites, including Google, when you're browsing privately in incognito mode. What doesn't incognito hide? Websites you visit, including the ads and resources used on those sites, websites you sign into, your employer, school, or internet service provider, whoever runs the network you're using, will still able to see what you are serving on internet. Search engines may show search suggestions based on your location or activity in your current incognito browsing section. Least, but not last, remember how Chrome protects your passwords? Chrome can help you identify and change passwords that were compromised by data breaches so that your credentials remain secure. How to keep your browsing data private? Relying on incognito mode and private browsing tabs isn't much of a data security. However, regardless of whether a user selected private browsing, Google continues to track, collect, and identify their browsing data in real time. Google's various tracking tools, including Google Analytics and Google Ad Manager, are actually designed to automatically track users when they visit web pages, no matter what settings a user chooses. So, how to keep your browsing data private? Other tools, like a reliable VPN, will obfuscate your IP address and traffic, at least most of the time, while DNS over HTTPS services encrypt your traffic and make it harder for outsiders to see what websites you're accessing. What incognito alternatives to use? The answer is Tor browser. Tor browser. We will talk more about Tor browser in upcoming video. Subscribe to your channel, share with your friends, and make sure turn on notification for upcoming video. Thanks all.